What is going on, guys and gals? Bagel here, and oh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've come back to this. I haven't come across anything terrible yet, but there are bad things apparently. I've done my absolute best to avoid spoilers, but I know very little. Basically, I know some, and I'm very disappointed in the internet for informing me about it. Stupid frickin' spoiler frickin' butts. None of you. You've all been good. None of you have told me anything. So that's awesome. You guys are cool. But scrolling through social media type things, people have turned it into a meme, and so I'm looking through and I automatically get spoiled. Simply because I didn't follow up on trend, and I want to play a game after it's become popular, means that I end up not getting the oomph. I'm still probably going to be absolutely mortified by what I'm going to find here, but hopefully I didn't have to put a warning at the beginning of this video, because if I did, that means bad stuff happened. If bad stuff happened, I'm probably not gonna be happy. Anyway, I had I think last time I had a hysterical laughing fit over an incredibly simple line, and so I guess we'll see where I go from there. And I should probably mention it's likely that I'm gonna end up changing the voices for each character every single episode, because I can't remember any voices I give people, because I'm that good at voice acting. Also, these are all girls, so expect some quality voice acting, just the best voice acting you could have ever heard from a guy doing anime girl voices. I mean, who better, really? I'm obviously gonna do amazing at this. If you haven't seen my other videos, you should probably check those out, because story, yeah, I remember that closet in the back, over here. I'm not sure if my cursor's showing or not. But Sayori here, my friend for a very long time. I think my guy is not a huge fan of him. Her, it's not a him, is it? It's probably a her. Yeah. So she's put her arms down and she twirls around. She's trying to become a helicopter so she can fly off into space and attack the evil spaghetti monster. It's coming to eat us all. Like, it's not some alien that looks like spaghetti. No, it's an actual plate of its spaghetti. The Italians have launched their attack. Everyone thinks the Italians are from Italy. No. I know the truth. The Italians, they're from Mars. They've managed to harness the power of the spaghetti tomato sauce and have turned their spaghetti into rocket ships and have used it to travel down to Earth, where they inhabit it and then hide among us. I'm on to you, Italy. I know your secrets. You go, Sayori. You attack those aliens. Go to their home planet and take it for the country that we are in, which is take it for Bagalia. Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. Okay, so if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? That seems a little backwards. That sounded weird. No, like, okay, I'm not gonna comment on this. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot I named my guy Billy Bob John. Oh, Billy Bob John and the Adventures of Sayori. Going on crazy quests through the cosmos to attack the Italians from Mars. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. I guess it makes sense, but he would be the one doing it. That would make logical sense. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. So does she think? Why is she blushing? Stop it. Stop it, Sayori. We're just friends, you silly. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. But I might be wrong. But and don't take what I say as my perspective on something most of the time. But if if I were to look from another guy's perspective, another guy might find a girl who doesn't have her blouse buttoned to be more attractive. And so, I mean, this is kind of backwards logic. Really, Sayori, you should think these things through. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, you silly. Stop it. You're gonna make me blush. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Lovely weather. How's your attack on the Italians going? Jeez. Anyway, let's just focus on... Okay, yeah, I was trying to change up the dialogue, but I should probably just read what it says. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to get up a little earlier. Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. I think there's something about her uniform and how it shrunk, but her boobs got bigger, and we got to that through a conversation about self-care, like getting up on bed time, going to sleep. I don't know. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I mean, what kind of nerd would tell Billy Bob John, of all people, to go to bed earlier? Me and Billy Bob John, I know the guy very well. We can go to bed at 1 to 2 a.m. and we're fine. It's not like we're slowly dying inside. I mean, okay, next. Fine. I give up. It's a deal. Okay, just. Jeez. Anime girl laugh that I can't do. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Except I can't read lines properly, and I also can't do a good voice. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should wait. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. That's a little weird. You're doing it again, Sayori. Just stop. Okay. Everyone. I'd like to point out, she knows she's saying something embarrassing, because if you look just above that little divot, which is supposed to be your nose, because that's how anime is drawn, and I like it. I have nothing against it. And underneath her eyes, that is a blush line. That is an anime blush line, of all things. So she knows she's being embarrassing. She's embarrassed about it, and then she claims that she doesn't. She's playing coy. Were you? Or weren't you? Well, that's the question. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. You're just so dramatic. I can't believe I can't do this anymore. She's just too dramatic. I can't do this stuff. I'm done. She's so over dramatic. Like, come on, just tone it down a little bit. It's not like you're being recorded at all times. Okay, next line. Hey Monica, I can't remember what I did for your voice. So she's like, hey. That's not accurate. I didn't do that. Like, maybe you should wake me up on time. So that's kind of how she works. Okay, everyone. No. Maybe. I can't do it. My voice range for a girl is not very well. Because I am not. I can't do girl voices. Because I don't have a range to do them. I'm too manly, you could say. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Sugoi! Billy Bob John, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. She would trot, wouldn't she? By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends and I tense up all over my body. It's like I'm getting a full body workout, every single muscle in my body. That's right, even my toes. I can't believe I agreed to something that embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. And so I stared at the wall and around my room, and I just looked at random objects and tried to make a poem out of that. It didn't turn out very well. Like, I talked about the pillows, and I talked about that one cup that's always by my desk. I even have a banana hook thrown in there somehow, so yeah. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. I changed her voice. It's like so annoying now. No, I'm definitely not keeping with that. That's what she drew for Monica. Just like, yeah, did you remember to write a poem last night? Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Loose leaf? I'm not gonna... On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit, unlike mine, which looks about as if I wrote with my foot, which I could probably actually write better with my foot. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Except, I grabbed something. That's not a book. That is a plate of Italian spaghetti. That's right. I've captured the aliens in my backpack. I am on to you, Italians. Who should I show my poem first? Sayori seems nice. Then Yuri. I'm gonna save Monica for last. I'm gonna just surprise her. She's gonna get like so hyped up about it. She's gonna be like, whoa. Not like, whoa, just like, whoa. Her mind, it just implodes so hard that she can't comprehend full sentences. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Plus, I don't remember how to do the voices for the other two people, so I'm saving myself trouble for a little bit. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Billy Bob John. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. You flatter me, Sayori. Stop it. Stop it, you silly. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I'm a freaking fantastic writer. It needs to be good when you're fabulous and fantastic at it. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's Billy Bob John poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. I can feel your extra feelings in my feeling box. Yo, in the feeling notebook. You feeling it? Sadie hugs the sheet against her chest. It wasn't that good. You're pretty weird, Sadie. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Billy Bob John. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? She doesn't know me at all. I'm the most selfish person in the world. I'm incredibly humble too. Like, you have no idea how humble I am, but I'm like super selfish. Like, wow, I don't ask before I take sweets. I lie, I do every time. I'm also not that humble. Probably. I don't really know, to be honest. Guys, like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie to you, but alas, those people seem to get the most subscribers. Trying new flings. Trying new things like this for other people? That's really something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayati. I'm not sure if Sayati sees the full picture of my motive here. And, what exactly is that? What is it, Billy Bob John? What exactly is your full motive? Please remind me. I can't remember. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This is gonna be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It touches me and feels. Oh, I want breakfast too. I want breakfast too. That's a beautiful poem. We all want breakfast. That's the best part of the poem. No, that was actually a really good poem. Not just because it mentioned the most important meal of the day, arguably. But yeah, it was poetic, I could say. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? Until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. That's like me asking, so, do you like Chipotle or Chili's? And she's just replying, yes. It's not how you answer the question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. No, it was good. It was good. It came out nice, or how should I put it? How should you put it? It sounds just like you. So, from whoever's perspective, that could mean a really good thing or a really bad thing. So, it's really all down to perspective. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. It is? I honestly skip breakfast most of my days. And so does Billy Bob John. We're connected like that. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the bestest poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Okay. Yiddy. Sup? She's just... You gonna read mine, or am I... Any kind of feedback here? I mean, like, if it's terrible, go ahead and hit me with it. I mean, I might cry. A little. Just for a few minutes, of course. But... Only for a few minutes. I mean, just Do you like it? I worked really hard on it. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish writing. Was it that bad? I mean, I get that I'm not a great writer, especially when it comes to poems. But was it that bad? I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. Oh. Sorry. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do her voice. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not like you didn't sign a contract when you got here. It's not like I grabbed your hand in the middle of the night while you were sleeping and made you sign a contract. That'd be crazy. That's fine. You know, I'm not. I just need time to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. I might be wrong, but this doesn't look like her hands. It looks like she's fiddling with her hair while she looks off to the side. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. Oh, it's fine. I can relate to that. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is usually both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Huh. That's actually really interesting to hear. That's a good point. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. She probably is. She seems like a nerd. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can get a little bit biased though. Biased? How? What do you mean? Well, you see, if you write anything about manga or anime in general, she'll think your poem is the best in the world. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. You totally should. Give me the juicy deeds, Yuri. Don't hold back from me. I want to hear the gossip. It's fine, really. it's totally fine. You don't have to apologize about that, Yuri. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought processes behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily if that was a rare opportunity for her. I'm going to be completely honest here. I love hearing the thought processes behind why someone did something. I find those very fascinating. I love hearing them. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Whoa, nice calligraphy. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber look. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's pretty emo. Excuse me? I just explained earlier that my freaking handwriting looks like I drew it with my foot, and that my foot could probably actually do better. And you say you have terrible handwriting? People like you make me sick. Just thinking they're bad when they're actually amazing at something. Like, just acknowledge your amazingness and don't make other people feel bad about it. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Excuse me? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It did, because I had difficulty reading it. Just because I have difficulty reading it out loud. Well, I just don't read script very often. What? Oh, you mean cursive. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It really is. It's pretty handwriting. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked it. It was good. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? No. Natsuki's was probably about the same length. I usually write longer poems, but I had some kind of otherworldly force, like an author or an omniscient, however that word's pronounced, creator, prevented me from writing at my full capacity to fit some kind of pre-made dialogue. I don't know, it was a crazy feeling. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts yet? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Billy Bob John. I didn't think it was. But then again, I'm not Billy Bob John. Billy Bob John's a freaking moron. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glanced over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yeah, that's kind of what a poem is. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn way of putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Well, there's only one of me, so you don't have to count on me very hard. I'm gonna save here. Oversave this. Yep. Override it, please. Did it overwrite it? Yeah. No. Return. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave it here. This was Doki Doki Literature Club episode number, and I don't remember which one this is. But yeah, nothing significantly bad has happened yet. I'm still a little panicked because I don't know when it's coming, but yeah, it's been a while. I've probably changed the voices about 3 times now. Because I can't do girls' voices. I'm also going to stop trying to say because I'm trying to think up lines on the go. So, yeah. I like this game so far. That could change very quickly if things become very bad very quickly. So, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching this. It's greatly appreciated. Really, it is. You taking the time out of your day to listen to me babble on, doing what I really enjoy doing, which is, of course, playing video games. I just want you to know that it's really appreciated. I can't stress that enough. It really is. If you like this, can you tell me why or why you didn't down in the comments? Anybody that makes anything, whether that's art, music, games, or just like YouTube videos, they could all use feedback. It helps creators make better stuff for the people that admire or partake in, basically people that use their creation in whatever way they might. It helps us make better stuff for you. And if there's something specific that you think I might like, or that you just want me to play in general, can you tell me that down there as well? It helps me play things that you guys might want, and it also helps me know the kind of things that you guys like the kind of idea of what the things that you guys want. So it kind of works two ways. And while you're at it, why not consider subscribing? I also post sketches and other games. But yeah, I guess without further ado, as always, have a nice night.